Hello again. So now you've set up your profile, you can log in. And so I'll show you now how to post your poetry on the website. So please go on to your login button, type in your email address, your password, and then follow me to the wall, which is the place where we offer space to publish your poetry. So there's 4 categories. The wall is just where everything goes, but then you can also choose whether what you post is a poem, like written words, whether it is a video poetry, that means spoken word, video art, music, songs, poetry as well. And then challenges, which is the normal monthly challenges, the poetry challenges that you can participate in, which Nigel will support you with. And then there's going to be a haiku section, because this is a very special form of poetry and we wanted to give it some space of its own. So no matter which category you want to choose, you go to create a post. And then you can add a catchy title, which is not necessarily a catchy title, but you obviously can enter your headline here and then your poem here. So I just go for test and test. So we have something in there. And it will show that it's been written by me. It will show how long it's going to take to read and how many characters it has. That's something you don't need to change manually. It will automatically do that. But what you need to change manually is the post settings. So in the post settings, you can change the post publish date. So if you decide you want to save all your old poetry that's been on Parkinson's Art and you want to move that over to the wall, you're happy to do that. But you please change the publish date then, because otherwise they would just all occur in the just recent published poems. But since they are old ones, you might want to change the date then. You can add an excerpt of your poem, which I think is not really necessary, but because if you don't add an excerpt, it will just use the first lines of your poem, which I think is fine for me. You can upload cover images, which will show then on the first, like on the wall where you see the overview of all poems. It will be shown then with a picture. If you want to have that, you need to upload one that you have all the rights to use. And it should not be too big of a picture because of data space, of course. So please be very careful when uploading pictures to make sure that you have the right to use them. And next thing is you choose your category. So if it's a poem, you choose written poetry, written word. If it's a spoken word video file, you just choose video poetry. If it's the monthly challenge, for example, this month, the telephone one, you choose challenges. And if it's a haiku, you choose haiku as a category. And once you've done all that, you go to save. You enter your poem. You can decide if you want to add another picture or a video or anything like that. And then you go to publish. So when you decide you want to publish a video, we would very much appreciate that you not upload your video, but you embed it from a YouTube channel, a Vimeo account, a Facebook account, or anywhere else, because that way we would save the data space. And that's going to be an issue over the long term. Not at the moment, of course, since we just recently started, but on the long term, it would be a massive data volume. So if we could keep that a little bit smaller by embedding most files instead of uploading them, that would be really great. We discussed a little bit about how often should everyone be able to post. So actually it is up to you, but we recommend and we would really appreciate if it was not more than 1 poem per week. because otherwise it's just going to be so much going on there that you don't really have the time to recognize everyone's work. And there's a few people that like to post a lot, and there's others that just come up with a poem every now and then. And to give everyone the same space and kind of attention, we would appreciate if on a long term we would agree on not posting more than one poem per week. That doesn't mean that if you have a really great poem, you're not allowed to post it. Sure not. But just as a reminder. Yeah, well, so once you've done all that, and it's been the first poem for me, like for this account, I go to publish. And then it says, great, post is published. And if I look at the wall now, it should be there, the first post. Yes. So there you go. So I want to go back to my profile. And then I can see my post here as well. And I've decided I don't like it anymore. I want to change it. I can either edit it. I can turn off commenting so that no one can comment it. I can move it to trash. I can share it with others. So I just move it to trash. So it's going to be deleted. So that's gone. And if you want to save your, so let's pretend we would want to do another one. And then save that one for next week. You would just go here, save as a draft. And then you can post it later on. Yeah, so that's basically everything you need to know about posting your poetry. Enjoy doing it. And if you have a question, please don't hesitate to ask us. Bye-bye.